All right, let's just jump right in. We're looking at 888 ladies for 2026, and we're asking one simple question. Is it the absolute jewel in the crown of online bingo, or is it just a really well-designed pink trap? That's what we're going to figure out right now.
So, how do we judge this? Well, we've got to set some ground rules. For us, a jewel is simple. It means low wagering, rewards that are actually real, and terms and conditions you don't need a law degree to understand. A trap, on the other hand, that's the opposite. We're talking high wagering, rules that make no sense, and a loyalty system that feels like a total grind. Let's see where 888 Ladies lands. So, let's get into our investigation, starting with Exhibit A, the welcome deal. This is their first impression, right? It's the thing that's supposed to grab you. But is it any good?
I mean, look, on paper, this looks pretty sweet. You put in a tenner and they hand you a 40-pound bingo bonus. Plus, you get 40 free spins. And as if that's not enough, they also throw in 3 days of free access to a newbie's room with 888 pounds in prizes available. Looks pretty generous, right? But you know how it goes, right? The big, flashy text gives you the good news, and the tiny fine print, well, that's usually where the bad news is hiding. Except in this case, there's a little detail in that fine print that doesn't take away. It actually changes everything for the better.
So, what's the one thing, the most important clue in all that fine print? What's the number that tells us if this is a real deal or just smoke and mirrors?
And there it is, 4. The bingo bonus has a wagering requirement of just 4 times. Honestly, in today's market, that single number, that's pretty much the whole story.
Okay, so what even is a wagering requirement? It's just the number of times you have to play with your bonus money before you can actually pull it out as real cash. And let me be super clear here. A 4x requirement, you just don't see that anymore. It is ridiculously low, and it's a huge, huge checkmark in the jewel column.
Okay, a great welcome offer is one thing. But what about the long run, right? What keeps you coming back? That brings us to Exhibit B, the ladies' shop.
But wait, before we even get into how it works, let's talk about the name. 888 Ladies. Let's just get this out of the way. The branding might be pink, but the rewards are for everyone. The value here has nothing to do with gender. It's all about being a player.
And you know what? The system itself is actually super simple. Step 1, you play bingo and slots, just like you were going to do anyway. Step 2, you automatically earn coins. 1 coin for every quid on bingo or every tenner on slots. Step 3, you pop into the shop and swap those coins for real stuff. Cash, spins, bingo tickets. It's just this really simple, really clear loop where you get rewarded for playing. No hoops to jump through.
So, okay, the bonus is fair. The loyalty shop actually gives you real stuff, but a site is more than just numbers, right? What's it actually like to play there? What's the vibe?
Well, the game selection is pretty solid. You've got every kind of bingo you'd want, from the classic 90 ball to the wild 5-line suite of stuff. And on the slot side, there's over 500 of the biggest games out there. They've really gone for quality over quantity here. It's all the good stuff, none of the junk.
And it really seems like they care about the community aspect. They brag about their award-winning chat hosts, which, is the heart and soul of bingo. And you can see that commitment in their mobile app, which has a crazy high 4.6 out of 5-star rating. You don't get a rating like that by accident. It tells you people actually enjoy using it.
All right, I've got to admit, the case for this being a jewel is looking pretty airtight. But hey, to be fair, we have to look at the other side of the coin. Let's dig into some of the potential downsides hiding in the fine print.
Okay, getting your money out. This is a big one. And yeah, how you do it really matters. If you use PayPal, you'll see your money in less than a day. But if you use a debit card, you're going to be waiting around for 3 to 5 business days. So that's a pretty big difference. And there are a couple of other little things you should know about. First, every single withdrawal has a 24-hour pending window. Second, if you win in that free newbie's room before you've even deposited, they cap your winnings at 100 quid. And look, while their slot library is good, it's not going to compete with a website that only does slots. That's just a fact.
Okay, so we've laid it all out. We've seen the good, the bad, and the fine print. Time to make the call. Is it a jewel or is it a trap?
And honestly, the answer really depends on what kind of player you are. If you're a high roller on the hunt for thousands of obscure slot games, this probably isn't your spot. But if you're someone who plays bingo regularly, someone who just wants fair rules, real rewards, and some daily cashback, then yeah, this is pretty much built for you.
So, let's go all the way back to our original question. For that daily player, is this thing a jewel or a trap? Well, based on that insane 4x wagering, I'd say it's not just a jewel in the crown.
It's the whole crown.
And that leaves us with one last, really interesting question to chew on. With wagering this low, is 888 Ladies trying to set a whole new, fairer standard for the industry in 2026? Or are they setting a trap for their competitors, one that they just